Okay, so today is the Friday the 13th, and this week I've been trying to make more content, and I've been, especially when I have a thought. So the thought that I had was, I was on what was I on Instagram, and I follow someone on Instagram, and this person is popular person, but also very like vulnerable, honest person. Like I don't know this person personally, but I feel like there may be like some like degree of separation. But I relate to this person on different, from different things. And this person was very honest, like about what they were going through and how they felt. And I feel like in our hyper capitalist society, there's always more of a value placed to people who are making more money, who are hustlers, who are going for it, who are doing it, who are popular, who are, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Um, while a vast majority of us are not there, and I'm gonna admit it, I'm not there, and I don't even know if I want to be there. Like I know I don't want to be here, but I'm not as much of a hustler as I probably should be. Just given where I live and how what I have to do to survive. Given that, I do have to do things to survive. I have to work. I have to pay my bills, and if I don't, the only alternative is what, going to stay with family. And right now, everyone I know is struggling, whether they are working or not, have a job. Don't matter. You have kids. Don't matter. It seems like everybody I know is struggling. Like even if to me, because they make a lot more money, I'm like, oh, how are you struggling? But at that level of making the money, it may not be, they may have a lot of shit going on. They may have a lot of family they're supporting. I know a lot of wealthier people who don't come from wealthy families are oftentimes like supplementing their relatives. So I can't even say like, oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. Everyone across the board seems to be struggling. So I was very impressed with their vulnerability and their honesty. And then also, like I said, I like to read the comments a lot. And the vast majority of the comments were like, yes, yes, this is me, this is my friends, this is my family, this is what's going on. And so at that moment, I like to connect the dots between what's we're actually feeling and what's like economically, historically, culturally going on. And so right now, there's definitely they don't say it's a recession, but it's a recession, partly due to the COVID, but also due to this hustler gig, false security society that we have right now. I know a lot of people who are in my situation and they do a lot of gig shit. They DoorDash, Uber, or whatever, right? And that shit, let's just be honest, that shit is just servitude for the wealthy, servitude for the people who can afford the shit. And yeah, we like to fault ourselves or kid ourselves that we, may be amongst that, but we are. Like, I've definitely ordered from DoorDash, and now I drive for DoorDash. Like, that's just the society, and yet, I'm counted as employed, but I am barely making it, so when I see that other people are being honest about not making it, it makes me think about, okay, right now, we are, most of us, most of the people I'm talking about are Black. And let me just preface this, like, I'm talking to Black people. I'm having a conversation with Black people. I know I'm posting this on the internet, but I'm talking to Black people. This is a Black person conversation. So, and when I say Black people, I mean like my cousins. I mean like my family. I mean like, people I grew up with. This is who I'm talking to. I'm not just talking to, Black skinned people. I'm talking to people who understand the lifestyle and understand what the struggle is right now. So that's who I'm talking to. Everyone else, mind your business, but this is who I'm talking to. So I should put that at the beginning of my videos because most of my videos will be conversations to Black people. Like, I don't, one thing, like that's another video. That's another video. But I get back to where I was. This is 2023. This is the and I think this is late stage, end stage capitalism. I feel like, you know, shit is boiling over. There's already been an insurrection. There's already been the COVID, the George Floyd, you know, like there's been a lot of turmoil, like kind of bubbling underneath the surface. And I feel like in the next 5 years, it's definitely going to hit a fever pitch and some shit's going to change. I just hope I survive. I just hope I survive long enough to see. But I want to do some more videos. I don't want all the videos to be super long, so I'm going to just break it up by topic. And this is the topic of, you know, just being real and honest and connecting with people who are also kind of going through similar shit, you know, like, or being, you know, learning to be a little more compassionate to people who aren't, you know, killing themselves with 3 or 4 jobs, you know, and the fact that you have to kill yourself with 3 or 4 jobs. Like, I hate that for anyone, you know. I hate that there are fucking 70-year-old mothers and grandmothers still working, you know. Like, I hate that. So, yeah.